Wait, did I get you? Okay.
The National Alliance on Mental Institute shows that over 10 million people suffer from this illness in the United States, and some don't even know it. What illness could it be that affects so many people in the United States, you may wonder? According to National Institute of Mental Health in their 2008 article, bipolar disorder, also known as manic depressive disorder, is a brain disorder that causes unusual shifts in mood, energy, activity levels, and the ability to carry out day-to-day tasks. This presentation is going to show you what it's like living with the chronic disorder of bipolar disorder. I'm going to show you what the symptoms and causes are, what it's like being around someone who has this disorder, and also how to get help. The symptoms of bipolar disorder are different for everyone. It's not easy to spot this disorder either. It can start at any age, and it's hard to spot exactly what's going on. This is really unfortunate, but it's actually a long-term illness, which means you'll have to learn to live with it throughout your whole life. Symptoms are usually noticed by unusually intense emotional states, known as mood episodes, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. The mood episodes could be manic, which means you're overly happy, or they could be depressive, which means you're very sad or you feel very hopeless. It could even be a mix of the two, which really confuses people. It's considered bipolar disorder if a person has these episodes many times a day, nearly every day, for weeks straight. Many changes will happen in this person's life, and it usually or a friend going on. They need to be careful because bipolar disorder could lead to suicidal thoughts and also people thinking wrong things about themselves, about others, which means they could turn deadly. Having bipolar disorder could cause you or the person you know to go crazy. Odds are the person suffering from bipolar disorder will not be the first one to notice their symptoms. The people suffering from this disorder should be watched rather closely. It's very common a sufferer could start to self-treat, which means with alcohol, drugs, or even self-harm. Everything will change for this person. One day they'll be feeling on top of the world, and the next day it's opposite. Very rapid, such as talking quicker, and also they may get more aggressive. It's also possible that they could start missing out on school or work. This is a big indicator that one of the first ones you'll notice. It could be the feeling that they just want to give up on everything. Bipolar disorder is known to destroy relationships, careers, and even academic performance, according to Medical News Today's August 2012 article. Bipolar disorder is genetic and often runs in families. People with family members with bipolar disorder are 4 to 6 times more likely to develop bipolar disorder in their lifetime, according to the National Institute of Mental Health. This means if you have a family member that you're close to or not even close to, it means you're that much more likely to develop this sometime in your lifetime. A person's environment will also contribute to what they're feeling in this disorder. Insomnia, anxiety, low attention, irritation, change in eating, inability to focus, feeling gloom, and also despair are feelings that you may get when you're suffering. If you find someone you know may be suffering from this disorder, there are many ways you can help. The first step is to get checked out. A doctor will first look to see if there's something else causing it, such as a brain tumor or anything else that could be affecting your life. If no other causes could be it, then a mental checkup will be done. This means they will check everything that goes on with you and what goes on in your brain. From the Mayo Clinic's January 2012 article. Medication is a good start to help someone control their emotions into getting over what they're feeling. Medication will take a lot of changes though, as it's hard to get it right for each particular person. You have to get each dose just perfect with another dose. So this means it'll be a lot of changes in a person's life, and you should continue watching that person, as depression can sometimes worsen, and if that does happen, you need to let the doctors know before anything happens and before it gets too worse. Psychotherapy, or really any therapy at all, will be needed to help stop possible relapses. Anyone suffering from this disorder needs a good support system. This means friends and family need to be there to back up the person who is suffering, so they know that someone's there and they have someone who cares about them. And unfortunately, there is no cure for bipolar disorder right now. Bipolar disorder that will stay with you, but with the right treatment, and support group, it's not impossible to live a long, healthy life. Now that you know more about this disorder, you can keep your eyes open and realize that it's not such an uncommon disorder, and there is help available to all who may need it.